in the dark, doing at the dark. Oh yeah, Rock Creek Park. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Hey everyone. Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. Happy Wednesday. Alright, so if you guys see from the photo on my big iPad, because I got it back, you know who we're going to be pulling on today. This was requested to me. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot the person's name, but I will include it in this video. You guys will see it, but this is your request, sweetie. Again, thank you for your patience. All right, so in this video today, we are going to be doing the tarot/oracle reading. I'm going to say on the friendship, all right, on the friendship, because everything is alleged, you guys, keep it in mind, of Myung, professionally known as Suga from BTS, and his friend, Miss leesungkyung. And I'm hoping I'm saying her name correctly, especially the Kwon part. Okay, you guys have to keep in mind I am American, and also from time to time I'll tend to make mistakes. At the end of the day, I am not perfect. So, alright, so this is what we're going to be pulling on today. Now, if you guys notice also, yes honey, you are horizontally, okay? I'm hoping that this video will come out right. I'm hoping that I am recording this intro right, where the video is not upside down. Like, I stress you guys a lot that I am a one-woman show. I do all the editing. I try to make sure everything is accurate with what I'm saying. I'm doing it all. Giving you the information in the cards. I'm doing it all. So I'm just like, I'm really tired at this point. I have a feeling that some of you guys are probably a little annoyed with it as well, especially if you are watching this you're watching YouTube on your big screen and you're seeing my videos in a rectangular shape. Of course, unfortunately, you know, I can't do that, you know, undo it. What's done is done. So I just decided, like, okay, we're going to try to do this horizontally. So you guys are horizontally at my work desk. I got it like dark in here so you guys can really see without having the reflection of my work light showing on the screen. So it looks pretty good. Looks really good. So a little bit on the story. Okay. So this was brought to me for my attention. The requester wanted to get a feel of Myung and leesung's energy from my perspective. I don't know much about leesung. She is new to me. Upon my research, a little bit what I know, that she is in the entertainment industry. She is a singer, she is an actress, and I believe they say she's a model as well. I had pulled up some pictures of her, you know, like solo, and she's a beautiful girl. She's really a beautiful girl. And from what my understanding is that she made an appearance. You guys see from the photo, this is an appearance. Oop, that'll do that from time to time. This is an appearance that she made on Suga's show. She made an appearance on his show, and it's pretty much like a laid-back show that Suga created, where he was talking to other entertainers and, you know, having conversations about, you know, certain things. And I'm supposing that it's this one episode that you know, Army, you guys are curious as to, you know, how do they really feel. From what the requester was telling me is that they feel that there's a little bit, allegedly there's a little bit more what is going on between the two than more than just a friendship, if I'm making sense. So that is what we're going to find out today. And again, I have not seen this full episode, so I'm just going to take the person's word, in account. So that is what we're going to do. Now, if you guys see in front of you, I'm going to try to make this reading. Wait a second. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I had to pause for a second. Like, the picture literally, like, vibrated. Okay. Okay, that means the spirit's present. Okay. Wonderful. So, what I was saying. Okay. Yeah, the cards. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. So, I'm trying not to make this reading too long. But with my talking, of course, it's going to be long. There's no way of talking around about that. So, as you guys see, I have my tarot here, and I have 3 of my oracles here. I'm really bummed that I totally forgot to bring my What's the Vibe and my What's the Tea oracle card deck. At least my What's the Vibe oracle card deck and my What's the News oracle card deck. So, you know what I say? What I don't have, we have to use, and a little bit goes a long way. So what we're going to do, of course, I am going to start with the tarot, of course, and see what is the energy between the two. And if it's pushing me to use the other cards, I will do so. And I do have other cards that are at hand, but we'll see how the reading goes. Okay. All right. So I've been talking for about 7 minutes, and we are going to get to the disclaimer. Please keep in mind that everything in this reading pertains to Miyuki, aka Suga, and Miss Leesungkyung is declared 100% alleged unless it is confirmed, unless if the people working closest behind them confirms it, which, that is, that's challenging, because we already know in Korean culture, they'll do everything in their power to keep shit hidden. But unless if it's not, seen with a photo at least, then it is declared, 100% alleged. You guys, please be respectful, okay? Don't come after Suga's friend with the negativity, please. I know you guys are very sensitive, especially when it comes down to the members of BTS. So I ask you're more than welcome to comment, but please be respectful. Rude and negative comments will not be tolerated, okay? All right, with that being said, we're going to get started. All right, guys, we are back. So I had cleared my space and I had changed the imagery. And is it a little too far? Let me bring it up a little closer. Okay, I just don't want it to mess up like last time. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, so I brought the image a little closer. So I changed the image. I have my tarot cards here. And what I'm going to do is that I am going to be silent for a moment as I pray upon the cards and ask for spirit guidance. Okay, just have to mind that my stuff fell over. All right, need space. Okay, so you have the tarot cards here. All right, bear with me, you guys, for a second while I'll gain in silence. Dear God, Spirit, I ask you to give me the most precise response regarding Miyuki and Miss Leesungkyung regarding their relationship, their friendship, my armies would like to know, as well as myself, I would like to know, what is the energy between me, Yugi, and Miss leesungkyung? How do they feel about one another? Are there hidden feelings between the two? Right. Okay, guys, so alright, so I prayed over the cards. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a total of 4 cards. And I am going to explain each. Of course, if more comes out, that's perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be shuffling, and I'm going to continue shuffling until I get a total of 4 cards. I'm not going to stop or anything. So whatever comes out, that is what it is. Okay, allegedly. All right, so let's get started. Alright, what is the energy between me, Yugi, and his friend, leesungkyung? Okay, I see we have 1 card, which is the Judgment card in reverse. Okay. And that came out really easily, too. It's very pertaining to Yugi, Miss leesungkyung. What's that energy? Yugi. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. That's a lot of cards in reverse here. That's rather odd. Hoping it's good or bad. Okay. Yugi. Oh, wow. Okay, guys, so we have our 4 cards here, and it is rather odd considering the fact that all these cards are in reverse. Wow, okay. Let's see what that is about. All right. Okay, so we have the Judgment card in reverse. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. The 2 of Cups in reverse. And the 4 of Cups in reverse. All right, so we're going to start them in order. So the first card, let's bring this up forth. We have the Judgment card. Let me drag this down. You might not see their faces, but I will have to keep it down here. So we have the Judgment card. Let me zoom in. Zoom in. The Judgment card. And the Judgment card in reverse. Here are the meanings behind this card. Some of the meanings, at least. I see not gaining or understanding the answers, lack of self-awareness, self-loathing. It also means a sense of guilt. Be kind to yourself. Self-care is needed. Not listening to the universe. Fearing the next step or your calling. Not seeing it's time for a change. Work on forgiveness and self-acceptance. not being honest with what you want next. Discipline and affirmations will be helpful. Very interesting. Very interesting. Now, let me take a look and see what it means on a friendship level. The Judgment card, when it pertains on a friendship level, it indicates a hesitation, avoidance, or self-doubt regarding your friendship. The Judgment card in reverse in a friendship indicates a time of hesitation, avoidance, or self-doubt regarding your friendships. It may also signify that you are allowing fear and self-doubt to hold you back from making necessary decisions. In a love relationship reading, it may indicate an old relationship that is stagnating your present. And I guess it means like stagnating your present relationship, like an old relationship coming in. More definitions behind this. It's also still indicating by saying in reverse is indecisive, self-doubt, malicious gossip. Oh, wow. Okay, malicious gossip. Lack of self-awareness, unwillingness to learn karmatic lessons, unfair blame, false accusations. Okay, so upon reading those definitions, one of the things that I seem to get a catch on is that this friendship between Miyuki and Leesun, it is being hit with false accusations. I feel like that it tends to feel uncomfortable. It feels uncomfortable to both Miyuki and Leesun. Let me zoom out here a little bit. It appears that this is one of those cases where allegedly Suga and Leesun are secretly uncomfortable because of people putting in the narrative that they are together in a romantic relationship. That is the vibe what I'm getting. That is one of those possibilities. That's why the Judgment card came in reverse. That could be coming from, yes, Army. That could be coming from Army. And they could be catching wind of it. And it makes them feel like uncomfortable. And it could be because of that. They could be careful. They're like trying to be careful of one's actions. I don't know. Again, you guys, I feel like in Korea, things are kept very secretly. It doesn't matter whether if it's like romantic relationship, and I kind of getting the gist now. It pertains to friendships as well, and also because due to the fact that it's a male-female relationship, that is very, very careful, because immediately one will go with the narrative like, okay, say for example, she's friends, she's friends with Miyuki, so automatically it is an assumption by saying like, oh, okay, they are a couple, there's more to it than what is going on. And that's terrible in my book, that you can't be friends with a guy or vice versa without people assuming that you are a couple, or it can be another thing. That is one thing that the Judgment card could articulate. Another thing, because we just started earlier in this reading, that they could be, when I told you guys like indecision, the word indecision kind of rings a bell to me. It could be like an indecision about how one may feel. And I don't know yet. I don't know. I haven't pulled out the card yet. I haven't pulled out spill tea. That's why we use, Oracle to get a little bit more in depth. But that could be another decision as well. But from what's ringing a bell to me by far, just by looking at the Judgment card, it's telling me that there's a lot of false accusations that's being put in the narrative of this friendship, that this feels like that this is a friendship. This is on a friendship level and not within a romantic level. So that kind of kicks it out of the bud. Like, there's no point to this reading. You know, there's nothing going on per se. That's why, if you guys notice, that the Judgment card came out immediately as I shuffled. Like, it's just immediately right off the bat, like boom, boom, boom. There's nothing going on. It's more to just on a friendship level. However, let's see what these cards got to say, okay? All right, so that's the Judgment card in reverse. The next card that we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. And we're going to see, what does this card mean? Okay, and the definition behind the King of Pentacles reads as follows. It means a workaholic, obsessed with work, corrupt in the business career, illegal activities, lack of grounding, bankruptcy, poor choices, decision and judgments, unethical work activities, place high expectations on others, collapsing businesses, older, ruthless, and dull male. Okay. Risky investments and decisions, lack of moderation and blame, showering others with gifts for bribes, greed of status and reputation, materialistic, can neglect family. Okay, you guys. Alrighty. So this card indicates some nasty things when in reverse. Not saying that, you know, anyone is doing illegal activities. You know, we're going to kick that aside. But this card represents like a lot of let's say if you had put some investments in and they were to fail, you know, collapsing businesses, you guys see that. So again, I am not sure of one's background. Now with Suga, you know, this is not my first time pulling on him. This is not my first time by saying that when it comes down to him, that he needs to be on his P's and Q's about his finances. Now with Leesun, again, I don't know much. I don't know if she's an ambassador. I don't know if she is, you know, with other businesses, like she's either like a spokesperson. This could be like a warning to her. I don't know much about her background. That leaves that goes out to the fans. If you guys will like to share about, you know, like what she does, if she's like in partnership with something, let me know that down in the comments. But alongside that, that is one thing that I see. On a friendship level, I'm gonna read you guys a definition when this card is pertaining to a friendship. So it indicates that a friendship that feels unstable, allegedly unstable. The reverse King of Pentacles suggests a situation where a friendship may lack the stability it once have. This could be due to a variety of factors such as changing life circumstances, unspoken tensions, or one party not being as reliable or supportive as they were before. If you're feeling uncertain or disconnected from a friend, this card signals that you may need to address those feelings head on. A once steady relationship could now feel unpredictable or inauthentic, leaving you questioning whether your bond still has the same solid foundation it once did. Pay attention to any signs of emotional or practical instability, as these may be pointing to an area that needs healing or adjustment. So, you know, you guys, that takes me to Suga. Okay. that takes me to Suga, like flat out head on. I had been pulling this on him. If you guys look at all the videos I done on Suga, and he has been opened with these issues. I feel like that when it comes down to him and Leesun, due to the workaholic. See, I read, guys. Did I read it first? Yes, I did. The workaholic, being workaholic, working all the time, work. That's all that Suga and the other members have done. And these are one of the things where I feel like that with Suga, it has affected him greatly when it comes down to the friendship aspect, because it seems like to me that even though Suga and Leesun had this 3-year friendship, you wonder how often that they talk. You wonder how Suga's interactions, how he is when he is with a friend, whether it's like a famous friend, or it could be like a friend from his country. How is his interactions with that? That is the question. Because it appears to me that he may be struggling. So that's why it says unstable. So that tells me that I really need to watch this episode, like really. And I wish I could have watched this episode before doing this reading. But if anyone had ever watched it and has said that, let's just say, oh, okay, they're sitting at the table. Oh, I haven't talked to you. And like, I don't know, when we rarely talk to one another. And now we're sitting down and, you know, we're having a conversation. If anyone gets a hunch on that, let me know that down in the comments, because that's what it sounds like to me, that even though like this was a friendship, this was like an unstable, meaning that one was too busy to talk to the other. Now with Leesun, that could be her as well. They both could be like workaholics in the business where they don't have time to talk, chit chat. They only chit chat with each other only a little bit, and then that's it, you know. And her mental stability, I don't know. I'm going to pull on her individually just to get a feel of her. But yeah, this card screams Suga. Like the King of Pentacles here, it definitely comes from Suga, because he's been having that issue for a minute. Let's see if there is anything else. I would like to read the term unstable before moving on to the next card. So the term unstable generally means not stable, not firm or fixed, or not consistent. Consistency, okay? Means that they rarely talk to one another. It can refer to physical conditions, emotional states, or situations that are prone to change or failure. For example, emotionally unstable people may experience frequent changes in mood or behavior. Being silent for a moment, okay? We moved the King of Pentacles aside. Now we're going to go to the Two of Cups. And something tells me like with this Two of Cups represents them both. So let's see what this card has to say. All right, guys. And you see we have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups represents Leesun and Suga. One of the things what I just read is one person put in all the effort. Remember going back to the King of Pentacles, how I feel that the card screams Suga to me, because there is a disconnect with trying to communicate or build a sense to communicate with other people, you know, like build friendships, and by that means building relationships, friendships that are outside of BTS with Suga. Okay, so when it says like one putting in the effort, that's telling me what I feel like Leesun was the one that was trying to push Suga to communicate, to talk, to have a conversation. She'd be calling on the phone and could say like, hey Sugar, how's it going? And blah blah blah. And he could be, he could have been the one allegedly like putting it off, and it had to be during his time. And simply what I feel like it's that with him, and plus guys, like what I feel is the busy schedule of constantly like working and not taking time to fulfill a friendship. So the card also indicates the Two of Cups in reverse. Also indicates within the friendship is disharmony, imbalance, or difficulties. The Two of Cups in reverse in a friendship indicates disharmony, imbalance, or difficulties. You guys see? It suggests the need to address issues within the relationship and work towards restoring balance and harmony. So it's a little bit overall what I'm saying is like it's a lack of imbalance. It's like an unstable friendship. I don't know what you guys have seen like within the episode outside of that, but it appears that there was a struggle. There was a struggle of communication between these two. Like one wanted to reach out, like you should talk, and I feel like the disconnect is definitely coming from like being busy all the time. Guys, let me see here. I'm going to grab like one of the oracles. Let's grab the Spilling the Tea oracle card deck. Okay, I'm going to put the Four of Cups here. We're going to look at that one in a minute. And let me space out a little bit. Pardon me. I'm going to space out a little bit. And you guys are going to see the cards. I'm just going to put it down just a little. So we're going to put the Two of Cups here. So let's see what are the things that we can pull on pertain to them to get a little bit more in depth. Let me take this out because it's all charged up and everything. All right. So let me ask Spirit this question. Okay, my pendant. All right, let me get to the center. I'm gonna ask this question. Spirit, pertaining to the friendship of leesungkyung and Miyuki, could you give us a little bit more in depth? Allegedly, give us a little bit more in depth as the issues they were having in their friendship. Other than what I feel like that they didn't have enough time. There was no time for them to hang out, communicate. Is there anything else that's deeper than that? Let's see what this little tea cards have to say. Let's see, what were the issues, Leslie? What were the issues that they were having in their friendship of Miyuki and leesungkyung? You know, this one says we have keeping secrets, guard secrets, or to be asked to keep one. So allegedly there could have been some secrets, could be some secrets about Suga, allegedly, that leesungkyung could know, and that she was being asked to keep it a secret. Sounds like that's going back to the King of Pentacles, like keeping secrets, or being fearful of being extorted. Oh, okay, for some reason, you guys, we have shocking discovery. A shocking discovery is on the way. Wow, very interesting. I feel like that this was the first card that came out. Uncover truth. Uncover evidence will change your view on things. That's rather odd. Okay. Let's see what else we're going to get. Fear of extortion. Let's see. All Alrighty, let me see another card here. We have jealousy issues. Very interesting. Jealousy may be affecting your relationship. Allegedly. Jealousy issues. You guys see that? Ooh, jealousy issues. Now, it could be someone that's deep, like, within them both, and one could retain the jealousy, like, due to the fact that leesungkyung is friends with Yugi. There could be, like, some kind of, like, a jealous energy that could be, like, surrounding this friendship. It could be someone close to them, or it could be certain armies. Okay, we have the next card, karmatic lesson. There are karmatic lessons in relationship that needs to be learned. Okay. Let's see what this one has to say. Let's see, we have crossing paths. A destined encounter is about to happen between you and someone, like crossing paths. Very interesting. Alright, you guys, so we have that. So, tell you what, to me, it's definitely on a friendship level. Alright, let's go to the last tarot card. The last tarot card, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups in reverse. And the definition behind this card reads as follows. The Four of Cups in reverse means that gaining clarity on the past, present, and the potential future, realizing change may be needed, self-awareness and focus, having gratitude with what you already have, receiving inner wisdom, accepting of self and situation, knowing responsibilities, ready to move forward, emotional growth, leaving the past behind you, being present in the moment, reflecting, having gratitude for what you already have. Okay, those are really good definitions. Release of stress, anger, sadness, and emotions. So you see, guys, this could be the energy from what I feel that is within the now. I don't know why I'm pulling, like, I'm having a feeling that this is coming from Suga again. That's why I feel like this is coming from him. And back to what I was telling you guys about how Suga was feeling these emotions. I believe I told you, like, back in December that when I did a pulling on him, like, during the time, like, the energy, what I feel when he was in the military service, that he's in a good life. And I know recently I had told you that those urges of him, I compared him to his alter ego August D, and I feel like that those August D tactics was threatening to come back, and he is slowly, like, fighting it off. But between the two, it seems like that he is still in that good place, which is good. I feel like on a friendship level, he is teaching himself to learn to engage with the people that, at the time where he was, like, battling his own demons. And he's teaching himself where he should be, like, out more and, engage in, more, social activities. I feel like that was, and I hate to bring up the so-called scooter incident, but that was one of those times where he was out and about and he did not know how to carry himself, which caused the little incident with the scooter, which again, guys, to me, it was not a big deal. You know, a little something, a little mistake blown up into completely out of the proportion, and it was completely ridiculous. Like, how many people fall off of their scooters? How many people fall off of their motorcycles? Like, prior to me recording this video, there was a fatal motorcycle accident, and we are so glad that it was not fatal, but just something for you to fall off and just have a little boo-boo. I mean, come on, for real. So it was like those were one of those moments where he's trying to get himself together, but it looks as though that he's doing a little bit better. This could be the time, like right now, that he is, you know, working on talking to his friends a bit more. And I'm getting the feeling that him and Leesun, they are engaged with one another. Like they could be talking on a regular basis, and then at the same time healing. Let me go back up to their photo again. That they are talking more. Prior to, you know, due to the busy lifestyle and the busy schedules, they were not, you know, like talking to each other, you know, like needing a mentor. Now, from what my understanding, she is older. Her birthday is August 10th of 1990. She is a Leo, so she's older than he is. So he could be looking up to her like as a mentor, and that would be like, that's a wonderful thing. He could be giving him like motivation, like certain things that he could be like struggling with, and she could be saying to him like, you know, everything is okay. You know, they live in a very strict environment where, you know, the littlest thing blows into proportion. There could be a sense of control, and you feel like, oh, you just want to get out. And I did pulled in on him. Yes, of course, that after that scooter incident, he was feeling some type of way. He just felt like that, you know, he wanted to be a hermit, get away from it all, get away from the group, allegedly. But now it's like he is not feeling these things. He is not. And it does show that he has a good supportive system, and this lovely lady is one of those where I feel by far, because I'm not done with the reading yet, that she is very supportive, like a supportive friend. Another thing that I would like to share is another aspect. Let me read this definition real quick. Okay, so the Four of Cups in reverse and pertains to on a friendship level, indicates that you are becoming more emotionally accessible and are willing to engage in social activities. Okay, it suggests that a turning point where you are ready to re-engage with your friends and community after a period of social withdrawal. You guys see? You see? And I'm getting like a feeling like excitement, like I'm feeling chills just by reading. You may be letting go of the past and looking forward to the future. Okay, amazing. For singles, it hints a new excitement and commitment in a relationship. Now, I'm not talking about no love aspect. That's in another video, okay? Another video. But yeah, as far as the friendship, yeah, it just means that he's open to being more social. And again, guys, he has amazing support especially with this woman here. All right, so we have that. All right, guys, so that was a cute, nice, cute tarot reading. Now with the oracle cards, I kept them over on the side. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get a little bit more in depth with Leesungkyung. I am going to change the imagery. Give me 1 second. I want to get a really good picture. This one's a tad blurry. Let's try this one. Okay, so this is perfect. All right, so I got Leesun on the big screen. We're gonna get a little feel of her energy and just simply ask about, you know, how are her feelings towards Suga. All right, so I'm gonna get another set of oracle cards and I will be back. Alright guys, so now I have my Heart's Hidden Secrets Oracle card deck, and this deck is really good if you want to get, you know, down to the nitty gritty. I'll move my Oracle cards aside over here. And let's see, what are leesungkyung's feelings towards Suga? How does she feel about Miyuki, aka Suga? Okay. Look at her for a second. The Spirit, could you give me the most precise response on the feelings? How does leesungkyung feel about her friend Miyuki, aka Suga from BTS? What are her feelings? Her feelings towards Suga. Leesungkyung. Okay. Okay, guys, I do see this card threatening to come out, so I'm just going to take it out either way. Okay, so we have twin flames. Twin flames mirroring shared feelings reflection. So the twin flames screams to me that pertain to, on a friendship level, that she and Suga could be mirroring, where their feelings reflect the same. That, like I was saying earlier, when it comes down to the busy schedules, like the busy lifestyle, that's one of the things that they mirror on, and they could mirror like the same feelings with each other about how they could feel. Now, it could be allegedly, like with her, she could have went through like a social withdrawal herself, because due to her busy schedule. And Suga, of course, the same way, with, you know, ever-ending work, and they could relate on that as well as other things. So I feel like that's why the twin flame card came out for her. So we have twin flames. Let's see what else we're gonna get. So what is hidden in Miss leesungkyung's heart? How does she, what is her energy surrounding Miyuki? Allow the cards to come out. And the next card that we have influences. Influences, attachments, third parties, peers. So we have influences. So there's like an influence energy between the two. Attachment, third parties. Or this could say that they, of course, could have met each other through, you know, different people in the industry, like a third party, you know, like peers. Spirit, what else can you tell me about leesungkyung? How does she feel? Actually, how does she feel about Suga? Ooh, all of them fell out. Slippery. Okay. We got a mess up here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Let's try again. Okay, guys, so the next card that we had that kind of slipped out, we have past life, deja vu, hello, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmatic lessons. So it could be alleged that Leesun and Yugi could be linked due to a past lifestyle. And there appears to be like a karmatic lesson. You see, guys, this came out already. Karmatic lesson. There are karmatic lessons in a relationship that need to be learned. So it could have been like another time in their past time where, and I think that the karmatic lesson is like working a lot and not taking time to engage in social activities, not taking time to fully enjoy your life with working all the time. So that is a strong indication that it's coming from her too. And that this is a karmatic lesson that you have to learn to take time with yourself, take time with your friends, with each other as a friendship, and with their other friends, and learn to like enjoy life to the fullest. It's almost like they don't know how to enjoy life, which is sad. Let's see, Spirit, anything else? Into a relationship with leesungkyung. Alright. Okay, I do see where there appears to be like a clingy energy. Okay, so I do see, wow, okay, so this is interesting. This is coming off her hand. As we have cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, distorted. Going back to the Two of Cups, like a balance, distorted. Then we have shocking, turmoil, troubled, unexpected. Then we see a card that says like a shocking discovery. Shocking discovery is on the way. Very interesting. And we also have clingy, you guys. See clingy, holding on, obsessing, spying. Whoa. Keeping secrets. Keeping secrets. Jealousy issues. Ooh. Okay, is there something a little deeper than what's going on? Alright, let's ask about this. Spirit, will leesungkyung allegedly, what is with the keeping secrets, the jealousy card, and the clingy energy pertaining to Yuki? What is it that you can tell me that is surrounding regarding leesungkyung? No. Alright guys, sorry about that. That was the cleaning lady changing the trash. Okay, let's try it again. Alright, Spirit pertaining to leesungkyung. Why is there a jealousy card? A jealousy card, a clingy card. What is with the jealous and the clingy? Why is that around her energy pertaining to Yuki? The jealousy and the clingy. Is this pertaining to her or someone else? The jealousy and the clingy that is surrounding leesungkyung regarding her friendship with Yuki. Okay, so we see a lot of cards coming. Okay, hold on. So we have fatality, farewells, leave behind, closure. We have distracted. You guys can't see that card. I'm sorry, it's dark. We have distracted, sidetrack, change, delays. We have a longing, craving, aching, wanting. And we have healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing. So it shows that, again, guys, I don't know about her background, but she is in the sense of healing as well, allegedly. What's with this longing, craving, aching, wanting? Hold on, guys. Let me go get my cards real quick. Hold on. We're gonna ask some yes or no questions. Let me get those babies here. Alright guys, so I have my yes or no cards here. For the longing card, let me put all these and I put them in the wrong section, pardon me. Let's see the longing card. And the clingy card. So let's see here. Alright, let's ask this question. Spirit, does she have any, on her part, does she have any like romantic feelings pertaining to the longing card? Craving, aching, wanting. Does she have any romantic feelings towards Miyuki, allegedly? Leesungkyung have romantic feelings. She had romantic feelings pertaining to Yugi. Okay, guys, we have one card that came out. All right, guys, so we have for sure. And also behind that card, it's complicated. For sure, and it's complicated. So it looks as though, you guys, that deep down, so it seems like she could have some hidden feelings pertaining to Suga. Like, it's on a friendship, but deep down within, now it's making sense why I see kind of like the jealousy issues, but I didn't know who it could be coming from. Let's see, the shocking, turmoil, expected. This actually belongs here. Distracted, healing, longing, cloudy judgment. This could be one of the situations that there could be like a sense of fear of coming out by saying like, allegedly, I'm starting to like you. She could have been, allegedly, she could have not been feeling this way at first. It's like, it's complicated for me to explain. It's almost like you, say for example, okay, you're friends with a guy. And there be at times where you could have feelings, allegedly have like these feelings, these longing feelings towards that guy. And it could be, I don't know, like all kinds of certain issues that could be going on that's making you feel this way. And it's like, yeah, I'll go with him, but it's complicated. You see, it's complicated. It's complicated with this situation. She could feel like that it's kind of weird with her. Allegedly could be crushing on Suga. I'm not gonna lie, say like if you were friends with him or friends with any of the BTS members, then you're not going to, develop a crush. We hear these stories all the time. It could be something more than just a crush. It's nothing serious, because if it was, we would have pulled out like a lot of like romantic cards, like them being linked together and stuff like that. That's not what I was getting to pick up on that. Let's ask, like, allegedly, would she act on these feelings? Spirit, Leesungkyung, would she come out allegedly, would she come out with Suga regarding these feelings of what she's feeling about him? Would she ever tell him? Wow, thumbs up. Okay, it says thumbs up. Thumbs up, okay. If she was a thumbs up, okay. Alrighty. Would she ever tell the truth? I will ask, well, wait, no, hold on. So will the truth be exposed to how leesungkyung would feel? Will she ever come out with these feelings? Okay, now we're getting an accurate response. I see maybe, but probably not. Okay, maybe, but probably not. So she's just going to keep these feelings hidden. Sarah leesungkyung, just to be sure. Okay, now it's telling me answer unclear. Alright, guys, so it seems like it's definitely a complicated situation. Very complicated. Let's see what the situation love oracle card deck would say. Spirit pertaining to leesungkyung, how does she feel about Yugi? What are her feelings towards Yugi? See, twin flames, again, you guys, twin flames, yin yang, imbalance, union and duality, completement, polar opposites. So there's a strong twin flame energy between her and Suga. So that's very strongly active. That's the second time that came out. Okay, let's see about these two. We have blowing kisses, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. And then we have old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying the events over in your head. So that could say that, you know, she's like an old school kind of person. But the blowing kiss card says the blowing kisses, fairness and love, attraction, return. Let's do two more. Let's see. We have dragonfly, light-hearted and adapt, finding out and change things, coming to light and heal. So again, that's indicating like a sense of healing and things coming into light. And then we also have abundance, positive mindset, manifest gratitude and bliss and blessing. So there appears to be like a sense of abundance coming to her. Let's do two more. And then we're gonna stop. Okay, so these two cards are very interesting, and it goes back to a little bit what I was saying. We have last two, the runner card, fear, intimacy, running away and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. And then we have the cut down, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. So it appears that on her side, okay, there's this friendship. There's a sense of, there's feelings coming off on her end, but she's cutting out the thought, fear, intimacy, like running away from the feeling of these feelings. That's why we see for these two responses, see for sure, and it's complicated. because she doesn't want to act on them. She may feel like it's inappropriate. It's inappropriate to act on them. And then with the blow and kiss card, from what I feel, you see how these couples are like kissing, but they're hiding they're hiding themselves. Part of her could feel like that if, these feelings were to come out pertaining to about how she's feeling about Suga, allegedly that she would be with him and it would be like in secret. So let's see. I'm gonna start with her for a minute. Let's see how Suga feels. Let me get an image. I need for him to look. Let's see. Okay, this is perfect. Okay. Let's move over him with the yes or no cards pertaining to him. We put all this aside. It is a strong twin flame energy. Okay. So we're going to move that aside. Let's go on to shit. Let me put all of these over. Okay. Spirit, first question. Does Suga Miyuki, does he have feelings? Like secret, like romantic feelings, hidden feelings pertaining to leesungkyung. The spirit pertaining to Suga Miyuki. Does he have feelings towards leesungkyung? Does he have romantic feelings? I just need it for it to be on this back. I should have romantic feelings towards leesungkyung. Alright guys, this card fell right flat on his back. And we have absolutely not. Absolutely not. Alright guys, so with Miyuki, I want to do something a little extra. Let's pull out the neon flames and see what it would be his energy. Spirit pertain to Miyuki. How does he allegedly feel? What is his feelings towards his friend leesungkyung? How does Suga feel? Okay, I see where it says interview. We have interview, talk, conversation. We have a magnetic energy, which that could resonate to the twin flame energy. Let's see the Sun Quantities card. Signs. Okay, let's see what this one says real quick. Let's see, we have family, blood ties, inner circle. So what I feel like with the family card coming from his end, this is not a, I'm getting the feeling like this is not a family, like, oh, he wants a family. This is like family, like, as you see a person by saying like, oh, okay, you know, you're part of the family. You're like family to me. You know, you're not like family. You're like a sister. You're like a brother. You're like a second mom. You're like, you're like a stepfather. You're like a godfather, that kind of thing. And I'm going to show you guys this like quantities card that came out. So what I'm seeing so far, he's not feeling like, no, nothing romantic, but however, deep down with her, allegedly, she may be feeling things romantically. And we do see conversation, see interview, conversation, getting on the same page, which is very coincidental. Okay. Sugar, anything else pertaining to how Sugar feels? See what this card says. We have cleansing, meditation, clearing space, removing negativity. So there's a lot of healing going on. So it's a good thing, you guys. It's like it's telling you that, you know, Suga is still in that healing stage. I may have said that in his live I did a month ago, but everything is still going good with him. It's all about cleansing, meditating. So let's do 2 more. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Alrighty. Spirit, anything else you can tell me about how Suga feels about his friend leesungkyung? Okay, this one fell on the top. We have history, past, happen. The history card, that could resonate back to the past life card. That they could have been, again, linked in the past life. Let's see, and I think it was this one. I'm just going to show these 2 to you because they all came out 3 at a time. So we have negotiator, bargaining, begging, negotiate. That's very interesting. Bargaining and begging. Could it be like allegedly Suga could had at times could had bargain or could have bargained Lee's son to be on a show. I don't know what other situations, but it appears to be allegedly like some bargaining, had to bargain, and that's why on her end allegedly she has a lot of like like hidden feelings, and it sounds like to me like these feelings could have developed. This could be one of those cases where you can be friends with a guy and they say they've been like friends for 3 years, and she could have kept these feelings hidden, and the feelings could have been like stronger than ever, or they're becoming stronger, and it could have been since like, hey, he coming, hey, I want you to like be a part of the show. He's like, oh no, I'm not gonna. She's like, no, I'm not gonna do it, or anything like that. That could have been like another scenario. And we have plugged, wholeness, overjoyed, smiling. So that just shows that when he is in like the midst of her, he does like enjoy, like talking to her and hanging with her and chilling with her. And again, I do feel as though that she feels like the same way, but deep down, like allegedly, she has feelings. She has feelings for him, but as you can see on his part, there's no sense of feelings. It's just like her personality, like coming to as a friend wise, like a mentor, like a family member. He doesn't look at her like any different. So you armies can dance to that. But yeah, that is what I'm getting. Okay, I'm getting that. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna wrap that up on Suga's end, and I feel like I covered a lot, and with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this reading. All right, everyone, so this concludes the tarot / oracle reading on the friendship of Yugi, aka Suga from BTS, and Miss Leesungkyung. As always, if you guys have any comments, anything you would like to share pertaining to this reading, you're more than welcome to comment down below. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions pertaining to these two. As far as requests, I am still open for requests. So if you have a request on anyone you would like for me to do a pulling on, you're more than welcome to comment down below as well. I will include them in my journal. And I would love for you guys, a few things. I would love for you guys to please be available, because I will love to reach out to you to let you know that your request is complete. I ask you guys kindly for your patience as also, because going back to my announcement video, and I'm not tagging it on here, I just tell you guys to go to my channel and view my This is Virgo Sun Oracle with an announcement that will tell you guys that the readings may tend to go a little slower. I hate it, but you know, we live in the US, we're in Trump era, so what can you do? Plus, at the same time, I'm pleased because these bitches are back at work and they're still hating it every day to this day. All right, so with readings now debuted once a Wednesday and once a Sunday. Okay, once a Wednesday, once a Sunday. For my series Love Neon, I encourage you guys that if this your first time viewing this video and this is your first time getting to know on my channel, feel free to be sure to follow my series Love Neon with Celebrities. Those episodes tend to air every Friday. We are still on season 2, and due to my hectic busy lifestyle, I am just getting back to recording episodes. Be sure to follow me on my social media, Instagram and TikTok. The names of my social media accounts will be linked below. You're more than welcome to follow me there. I would share, like card reviews, funny shit, hot K-pop shit. If you guys are into K-pop, I let you guys know my thoughts and opinions, like life motivation, sneak peeks. You'll get it all, especially on my TikTok page. My Instagram page, I'm really trying my best, you guys, to be more active on there. But if you follow me over on Instagram, if you don't have TikTok, you can follow me on my Instagram. I would love to have you over there, and I promise I'll try my best to be active. I will also include the playlist that I did on BTS, including all the readings that I done on Suga. That will be on that playlist as well as the other members of BTS. The cards that were used in today's reading, of course, will be down in the description below. All right, I think I said all what I said. An update on the Suga love reading. You guys will still get that. I apologize. It's been a little delayed because I've been busy. So stay tuned for that as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. It lets me know you guys want to see more. If you guys love me from the jump, I would love for you to subscribe to me. Welcome to the family. Welcome to anyone that had followed me prior to this video being made. And yes, and thank you guys overall for your endless love and for your support to my channel. Greatly appreciate it. All right, y'all. So that I had said enough, and I am going to get my talkative ass off of this camera. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.